What's up, Tech Nation? This has got to be the coolest review video I've ever done. I'm inside a 2015 Volkswagen Golf GTI Mark 7. Let's get this started. This is the DSG model, the dual clutch transmission. It's a fine transmission. It's an automated manual transmission. If you don't know what a dual clutch is, so it pretty much acts like a manual. When you come to a complete stop, it goes into neutral. And unlike other dual clutch transmissions from Ford and other companies, this one actually doesn't have too much stutter and jitteriness that you get from other companies. I've driven the Ford Focus. I drive that a lot. It actually has a lot of stutter and jitter when you're driving at a slow speed, taking off, and you're driving, under 20 miles per hour. It stutters a lot. But this dual clutch is really nice. I enjoy driving this, and though I do long for manual transmission version, I'm okay. I'm content with this dual clutch because it is a fine transmission, quick to upshift and downshift, especially when in sport mode. And it's a great transmission. And this ride, I'm actually going home the long way because this car calls for that. The curvy roads, everything about it, it's gonna be a great ride. The 2015 Volkswagen Golf GTI starts at $24,995 for the 5-door version and $24,395 for the 3-door version. It comes equipped with a 2.0-liter turbocharged engine that puts out 210 horsepower and a whopping 258 pound-feet of torque. Gas mileage is pretty good too, 25 city, 34 highway. You also get a wealth of standard features: LED fog lights, 18-inch alloy wheels, Sirius XM satellite radio, a 5.8-inch color display that's also touchscreen. The 8-inch display is not available here in the US though. Sad, yeah. You get heated front seats, an awesome flat bottom steering wheel that feels really great in the hand, and this really cool driving mode selection feature that includes normal, sport, and individual. Now there are 2 modes to drive this car in. You hit the mode button down at the bottom. You hold it down a little bit and the screen pops up. A box pops up on the screen. You get normal, sport, and individual. In individual mode, you can change it from the steering feel to sport or normal, and the engine from sport to normal. And in normal mode, everything's normal. In sport mode, everything is sport. But in individual mode, you can change both the steering to what you like, and this is the engine to what you like. And when you change the engine, it changes the shift points pretty much of the transmission. This thing really holds gears really long when you're in sport mode. It pretty much takes you really close to red line, and I enjoy the crap out of it, especially when you are first in normal mode and you put it into sport mode. Let me put this down. You put it into sport mode, it downshifts twice, and you're pretty much in 4th or 3rd gear the whole way through, especially when you're doing city driving, because you're not gonna go that fast. But it's giving you at a good enough RPM so that you can lay on that gas and just take right off. Downshift and lay on the gas. Pushes you back. Look, man, this car is so good. Volkswagen, you did it with this car, Volkswagen. Now let's talk about the tech for a little bit. I like the 5.8-inch display. The resolution is only decent, but I wasn't expecting so much in the first place. It's not a cell phone. I can say though that the screen never really becomes washed out. A lot of cars The sun can be in a certain position and the screen will become completely washed out. This car has glare in spots, but I think the screen is in a good enough position to where that glare is very, very minimal towards the bottom or so, and you can still see the screen. It's never completely washed out like a lot of cars that I drive nowadays. Volkswagen's display kind of functions like Cadillac's Q system. If you've ever been in a Cadillac before, when you raise your hand up towards the screen, more options pop up. The same thing happens in this Volkswagen GTI. There's a strip towards the bottom of the display. When you raise your hand up towards it, it senses the motion and more options show up so that you can click and view and change options on your display. It's really cool. The GTI SiriusXM satellite radio tuner is a SiriusXM 2.0 tuner. So what does that mean? Well, you get extra stations, and these extra stations range in the 300 to 500 channel range. It's only about 20 of them, and some of them include Tiesto's Club Life Radio and a classic college rock station. Now, what's missing from this car's SiriusXM radio tuner is a buffer. There is no rewind feature. In the most simplest of cars, like the Ford Fusion, the Chrysler Town & Country, they have the replay feature, so I'm not too sure why it's missing from this car. Bluetooth in this car is pretty good, actually. The sound quality is great, and I never had anybody complain that I was on the Bluetooth in my car instead of actually talking to them handheld. One small little neat feature that I actually really liked is that when you first connect your phone to the car's Bluetooth, it actually lets you know if your battery's almost drained. Now, yes, I know if my battery's almost drained or not because my phone's right there and I can look at it, but it's pretty cool to have though. The sound quality of music coming through Bluetooth out the car speakers is actually fantastic. Usually I don't like the sound of audio coming through Bluetooth because it has a weird hiss or, you know, a hum or whatever, but this car actually sounds almost as if you plugged it directly into an auxiliary port. Now, where my issues come with this car and Bluetooth is that it doesn't play nicely with Xbox Music. I use Xbox Music a lot. I have a year subscription and I enjoy it, but when you first play a song through Xbox Music on this car, it will display the name of the song, but it does not give you a current time indicator that moves and shows you where you are in the song. Everything says 0. When you change songs, it changes audibly, but it does not display the current name of the song that's playing. Now, this is using Xbox Music through Android. I have no idea how this works on Xbox Music through Windows Phone because I just simply forgot to check that out. And I've made it home, which is a sad thing. I know you hear them downshifts. They sound like perfectly tuned, rev matched heel toe downshifts. If only I could have actually heel toe, because I can't. It's automatic. Take it out of sport mode because that's just wasting gas. And with that little spree, I just wasted some gas. And this is what's gonna happen to you when you drive this car. If you drive this car, you're gonna wanna freaking do what I just did and risk getting put on by the police and waste your gas. Now, there ain't no police on that part of the road that I was just on, but you will risk the gas. Nobody trying to pay for all that gas. So, I'm on a mission, Tech Nation. I want to drive some of the world's greatest hot hatches from some of the best brands. The Ford Focus variant of hot hatches, the Fiesta ST, the Focus ST, the Focus RS, the Volkswagen Golf R. Some of the greatest brands out there. I mean, the Opel Adam S. I mean, I know they don't sell Opels in the US, but I mean, I saw that at an auto show earlier this year, and man, it just screamed, come drive me. And I want to. The Audi S1, they don't sell that in the US either. Why don't we get good hot hatches in the US? Come on, people. I mean, these are cars I want to drive. So with your help, you could help me to drive these cars, Tech Nation. We can get into these cars, get into the driver's seat. I'll mount you right there, because that's you and this is me, and I'll be behind the wheel. I'll be driving, but I mean, you'll see my reactions, and I know my reactions are amazing. Sorry. With your subscription to this channel, with your liking of the videos, you can help me to drive some of the world's greatest hot hatches, and I really, really appreciate it. And I've had a joy driving this car. I got it for another day, and I'm gonna go in again, and I've made it to my destination. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. This car is fantastic. Peace.